Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners along with Bob Iacchino. So, let's see, Neo stalling out right at our 0.8083 key cluster up here. I've already moved up the GAN retracement levels, then coming back to 25%, just dipping briefly below the 4-hour rotation zone, sort of making this little up sloping flag here. Now it's constantly making higher highs and higher lows on this up sloping flag, and now finally catching on the rotation zone. We move up some of these levels so you can see where they can take us to next, both the long term and the short term. We can leave the long term. I'm just going to update them all. It's better for everyone here, so then you know what we're watching for on the upside. Now if we can't hold this rotation zone, I'd be watching for a pullback between about 0.7350 to about 7260 right in here, rising 50 and the 25% level, and we'll watch for bigger pullback levels. If that level were not to hold, we're starting to rotate back up, so on another strong push we'll be watching for another re-entry. Minor level, look at this nice cluster, wow. Minor level 0.8372, major level 0.8592 to 0.86, and then a level above that 0.9040. And let's check in on the daily chart on all those levels and see what's going on. All right, wow, lots of key support right below here. We finally have the 200 appearing, 200 simple, 50 exponential, rising 8, major level. I'm going to revise those levels I talked about. I talked about 72.49. Really watch for right around the 73.91, 73.30 to 73.91 based off the daily patterns. That's going to be very key. And if we did not hold that and got below the 72.49, I'd be watching for a return to the bottom of the rotation zone about 68.74 and then a strong rotation back up. We are getting some divergences, so you get price action here back on the 12th. Now we've clearly made higher highs to the 21st. The RSI has made some lower highs. Not major lows, but some lower highs. So we have divergences going on, and we look to see a little topping pattern here. Don't know, the day's not closed yet, but if this can't rally through really soon, I'm going to watch for that, either a continued sideways move and let the 8 keep pushing up the price, or a stronger down move and then a rotation back up. So that's how we're going to watch for Neo. Over here also, there is some minor resistance right at this cluster. If you come over here to the left, you see dip buyers came in, dip buyers came in, dip buyers came in. So that was prior support. That's also going to be resistance, just based off charting. So watch, this is not a level you should ignore. If we net push up there anytime soon, this 85.92 to 86, do not ignore that level. At least move up your stops. But also with this divergences happening, if we don't break out soon, be prepared for a slightly bigger pullback. NEM pushing above our 0.41 level, but we didn't have anything really great here. There were some minor updates to these levels, like coming up here with this one, which reinforced, but this has been some sloppy price action. Then we came up to this point, which gave us the 0.4191 level, which it did react to. Right now, I'm just going to wipe off some of these levels, and we're going to go back and get the major levels up here, and also update our retracement level. So right now holding at the 12.5% retracement. If this does not hold, key support came in right here at 0.3742, right where the 50 is. So that's the next pullback area to watch for, possibly dipping to 0.3665. So that's the area if we do not hold here. The moving averages for the rotation zone have gone flat, so they're of pretty much no use, which means we're in consolidation. So when that happens, what we do is we shift to the bigger time frame, which we're going to do now. Daily chart. All right, so we got this little pullback to the 8 also. Now just moving sideways. Watch what happens if we just keep consolidating as the 8 comes up. If we do not break out, then we'll start watching for that bigger pullback. The next levels I identified on that daily chart, or the 4-hour chart, if we break through that, I'm going to be watching for a possible turn to 0.3399, so especially 0.34 area where we have the rising 21. That would take us clearly into the rotation zone. You can also watch for this 0.3665 levels, which is prior resistance becoming support. And why I list multiple levels is because we watch for a pullback there, then a rotation back up. Because we're still, right now, I'm still in bullish mode on NEM, but slightly neutral because the rotation zone's gone flat on the 4-hour. So I'm either waiting for a push higher in price, and then we'll be watching for this 0.4449 level and then 0.4699 levels, or I'm watching for the bigger pullback and the rotation back up, which would be another re-entry pattern. Right now, if you come over here to the left-hand side, still no major resistance. Look at this. The top of this comes in with this prior close and this open. Yes, we did spike up. We always watch for the tops of the candles and the bottoms of the candles, but the bodies, those are key for us. We found they're much more reliable than the tails or wicks. So that's coming in really nice. So you have a really big cluster. I would not ignore that area on the next push up. We also are getting a divergence. See lower high in the RSI. Well, it made higher high. So that's also why I would not be surprised to see a bigger pullback. Now, there are two ways. Probably have to put out a video on this. Two ways, again, I've talked about many times, of price consolidation after run-ups. Either moving sideways, letting the rotation zone come up, which is this is essentially doing it, or then pulling back to the rotation zone. So right now, we're seeing price move sideways, the 8 coming up. If this does not propel it higher, then I will be prepared for it to drop further into the rotation zone and watch for the rotation back up. I hope that clarifies it for everyone. And we will talk to all our wonderful subscribers soon. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for being a member of this channel, and we really appreciate you. Bye for now.